JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. So if you're the self-employed and you got the PPP, it's time to put in the application for forgiveness. Boom, you're doing it now. There's no reason to wait. Get her done. I'm going to show you here right quick how to do that. Now, for those of you that maybe are watching this because you haven't gotten the PPP and you're still kind of unsure about all this and you're thinking, well, if I get the money, how much of it will I have to pay back? None. Now, how is that? Well, it's assuming that the Schedule C, line 31 that you're using to obtain the PPP is the same line 31 that you're using to get forgiveness, which it has to be, okay? It has to be. If it doesn't, yeah, I get it. You're gonna have an issue. What's the issue? Well, you're gonna have to pay back what it is that you got more than what you should have. What's line 31? You ready for this? All right, line 31, talking about Schedule C, right? It's profit and loss for the sole proprietor for 2019. Now know this, if you're a gig worker, independent contractor, single member LLC, right? You're filling out that, this is you, okay? Pretty simple. I don't even understand how this is difficult, just don't. What'd you collect for the year, okay? If you don't know that, how the hell are you in business? All right, so in this example, you collected 20 grand, okay? What'd you spend for the year? There's no secrets, just what did you spend for the year? How do you not know that and you're in business? So in this example, 5,000 was spent. Boom, guess what? Now we're at line 31. Bada boom, bada bing, it's net profit. We're doing some math here. 15 grand is the profit. Then, guess what? You're gonna take that divided by 12, okay? And let me just show you something real quick. Holy moly, that's the same calculation that we're getting ready to see on the forgiveness. You see that? What's the monthly payroll? $1,250. It is the same amount that we came up with on line 31. So now, let's take a look at the forgiveness app. So line 31, okay? You take that divided by 12 times 2.5, that's your PPP loan. Now, this I'm doing so that you will understand I did run in a circle and I'm back at the same place because guess what? It's that to get forgiveness. You're taking that same line 31 divided by 12 times 2.5, that's your forgiveness. Exact same calculation, exact. You ready for this? Application, here's my website, okay? jjthecpahelp.com. Look at this, there's nowhere that you're putting in an email address, okay? I've got some options up here. I've got the forgiveness and then self-employed forgiveness. You're gonna click on that and you're gonna click in on the EZ. Remember, this is for the self-employed. And watch this, you're gonna click on it. Oh goodness, you didn't have to enter in one email. I didn't wanna know anything about you. There's no secret seminar to go to because you're at it now for free. There's your application. That's what you want, okay? So I got it right here. You ready for this? Okay, what's your legal name, okay? You should know that. Are you doing business as something? If you have to think about it, you're not. Okay, what's your address? Okay, you should know that. What's your EIN? You either have one or you don't. If you don't know what it is, then you don't have one. You put your social, your phone, your contact, your email address. Okay, all pretty easy. Now, here, let's see, get a little better focus. What's your SBA number? Okay, well, get it with the bank. Okay, what's the PPP number? Okay, get it from the bank. What's your loan amount? Okay, so your loan amount, $31.25. How do I know that? Well, it's the money that you got. What's the disbursement date? Okay, you can ask the bank, but it's when you got the money. Okay, now, employees at the time of application. Doesn't matter what you put. If you're self-employed, you didn't have any. Employees at the application of forgiveness, you don't have any. Did you get an EIDL? Yes, no. For the self-employed, you probably didn't get any because they ain't giving any out. If you got it, then you put the number down, okay? Now, listen, right here. What's your payroll schedule, okay? Well, for you, it's other because I'm self employed. Okay? Now, here's the big thing. Okay? Covered period. You want this to be 24 weeks. Okay? So what's 24 weeks? Well, 24 weeks, 24 times 7. Okay? It's 168 days. So whatever your date is, let's just say you got this on 5/1/2020. Okay, so you're going to go out 168 days. Okay, and then the date you're going to write there is 168 days from here. Okay, so do you need the alternative covered period? No, that doesn't apply to you. Okay, now payroll cost. Okay, what's your payroll cost? Really simple. You ready for this? Your payroll cost is the same calculation as this, which is your Schedule C, line 31, okay? That's your net profit divided by 12, okay? That's that 1250. But then for you, okay, you're taking that monthly amount, 1250 times 2.5. Okay, so your payroll cost is $31.25. Okay, you know, for those of you that already are complaining about this, see the doorman to get to go ahead and get a refund, because this is for the people that are self-employed, that don't know where else to turn and need to know how to complete this, and aren't going to complain about the fact that I'm doing it in this manner and it's after midnight and I got lots to do. So, do you need to worry about this, this, and this? No. Why? Because you got, here's your PPP loan, was $31.25. Okay, add 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You're going to add those together, $31.25. Okay, this line's irrelevant, but we're going to go through it anyways. Okay, it's $31.25 divided by 0.6. Yes, it says divide. Okay, you don't even need to understand it because it's irrelevant. Okay, that figure is 5208. Now, the forgiveness amount, okay, is the smallest. Okay, it's the smallest of these lines. Okay, so we got line 5, 6, and 7. Okay, right? 5, 6, 7. What's the smallest? Okay, well, the smallest is $31.25. Guess what? That's the same as your loan amount. Okay, right? You borrowed $31.25. What's your forgiveness? Forgiveness, $31.25. That was quick and dirty. I get it. Okay, it's quick and dirty. This isn't a seminar that you paid $50 to come to. Okay, you didn't. Right? I walked you through it. It's that simple. Get it done and then get it handed in. There's a page 2. Okay, you initial the stuff. Submit. The key here, the most important thing to this, okay, is that right there, your covered period. The covered period. Maybe it was focused in on that, maybe it wasn't. The covered period, you put the date of disbursement plus 168 days, okay? May 1st, what's 168 days from there? You put that date. No, that's not the date that you have to wait to turn it in. The reason you're doing that date is you're telling on that application that you're electing the 24-week period. You're right. There was no 24 involved in any of your calculations. Who cares? No reason to try and understand it, okay? The same way you don't need to understand why it's divided by 60. Who cares? You're getting full forgiveness. You're taking line 31 divided by 12 times 2.5. That's your payroll cost on line 1. Run the math. It's equal to your loan. Guess what? Full forgiveness. That easy. No reason to wait. SBA said you don't. The way that you need to approach this is, if you didn't get the PPP money, well, you fill out the app. You got your Schedule C. Boom, get the money. Fill out the application for forgiveness. Boom, full forgiveness. And here's the thing for the self-employed, okay? You're not paying tax on it. Boom, you pay tax on unemployment. Not saying that now don't get unemployment or how that works. You got to figure that out. It's all in your state. But you're not paying tax on this, and it's not going to reduce down any of your expenses when you go to prepare your tax return for 2020. So in this example, for someone that's netting 15 grand in 2019, that divided by 12 is 1,250 for monthly payroll. You take it times 2.5, 3,125 is yours, and you're going to get full forgiveness. Now, if you don't fill out the application and get it within a week, then you don't need it. So don't go do it. Don't. A week from now, don't even be telling me that you didn't get it and now you're thinking about it. Wrong. You don't need it. Okay? If you made it to here, you probably need it. Now, if you already got it, good. Now get your application in, get it forgiven, and then you can move on with life. Again, this is for the self-employed. And then I'll tell you what, if you made it to here and you haven't subscribed, what? Are you kidding me? All right, hey, love you. And then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. All right, hey, have a great one.